Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute daisy chain bracelet. It's actually super simple even if it looks a little complicated, and I'll also be showing you how to attach it to these end pieces. So first, for materials, you'll need seed beads, of course. Choose whatever size you want, but make sure the size is consistent with the rest of the beads. So I don't want to be using these super thick beads and then these tiny beads. We want to be using beads that are all the same size, which is pretty easy to tell when they come from the same set.
You don't need a clamping tool like this, but it can come in handy, especially depending on which ending piece you use. If you're using something like this, you're definitely going to want it. But for now, I'm going to show you today the example using this little ring and the hook clamper guy. I don't know what that thing's called, the claw clip thing. And then we are going to also need a beading needle or a normal needle that's small enough to fit through the beads, and some thread, preferably some strong thread, but we're also going to double do the thread, so just make sure it's a type of string that can fit through the holes of the beads. I would love to be able to use stretchy string, but I don't have stretchy string that is thin enough to fit through the beads twice, and that is an integral part of making the actual flowers, so I'm just using this thread today. But it'll work pretty well because that's what I've done my whole life, making these bracelets, so let's get started. I actually also forgot to mention that you'll need some super glue. I think it's really important to keep the string and beads from falling apart at the end, but it's not completely necessary if you don't have it. Then you are going to take one of the sides of that folded in half string, and you're going to string it through the clip guy that we have. So then I'm going to pull that to the end, keeping the ends of the string together so that it's even on both sides. And then we've got our clip attached. So now comes the trickier part of trying to get both of these pieces of thread into a needle. So for the beading needle, which I'm not actually going to be using, it's a lot easier because the middle opens up and it makes it really easy to thread it, but it also doesn't hold it as well. So I'm going to stick it through the eye of this needle. I will say this is hands down the hardest part of making this bracelet. Is just threading the needle with the two pieces of thread. So I'm sorry and good luck. Once you have strung your string onto the needle, it's time for beading. Make sure you leave a little tail so that the string doesn't come out of the eye of the needle. But I am now going to add some green beads. And I think I'm going to put 3 green beads in between every flower because I want my flowers to be close together. You can do more beads if you want your flowers farther apart, and you can do 1 bead if you want them very, very close together. If you do the flowers right next to each other, it'll create a different kind of pattern that I will be doing in another video. So for now, if you're doing this one, just put at least 1 colored bead in the middle of each of your flowers. Now it comes time to make the actual flower. We're going to start by putting 3 white beads, or whatever your petal beads are, onto the string. In this case, I put 4, which is another option. I'm doing this just to show you what it looks like, but for the rest of this bracelet, I'll be putting 3. So you put 3 white beads and then 1 of your center bead. So if you're making sunflowers, your petal beads will be yellow and your middle bead will be brown, but for this one, we're doing daisies. Then you're going to pull all your beads to the end, and you're going to take that needle and go back into the actual first bead that we put for our flower. So the first petal bead that you put on there. In this case, it's the first white bead. And then you're just going to want to pull that string. And you can't see it right now because I'm holding the flower against the other beads, and that helps it so it doesn't slip and go into the middle of the string, which can be quite inconvenient. If that happens, just pull the beads apart with your finger and just slide it slowly towards the other beads on the bracelet. But then you're going to add 3 more petal beads, and then you're going to take that needle and put it through that last petal bead on the bracelet that you can see. So it's on the other side of where your string is, and you're going to pull those beads, pull that string, pull those beads onto it, and bam, you got a flower. As you can see, there's 2 flowers here all of a sudden. I had to skip forward in the video because I actually cut out while I was doing my first flower, but it's the same thing every single time, so you kind of get the gist. So then you add 3 more of that center bead, you pull that tight, and then you can do your next flower. And so I'm just going to continue this pattern throughout the whole bracelet. I'll walk you through it one more time, and then I'll continue it, and then we'll continue with finishing the bracelet.
So I put those 3 middle color beads. Then I put my 3 white beads. Then I put my center bead. I pull those to the end of my bracelet, and then I put that needle through that first petal bead and pull. And then I pull extra hard, make sure it's like bent over a little bit. Sometimes it's more of a pain than others. With smaller beads, I find it's a little trickier than with thicker beads, so it's a little trickier for us today. And as you can see, I'm zooming in so you can see it better. If you ever have one string that is kind of like bulging out, just hold the bracelet and pull the string. And then I'm going to add the 3 more petal beads and take it through that last petal bead on the bracelet. And then pull that. And then bam, you have your flower. Okay, so I feel like I've shown you that enough times. You'd probably get annoyed if I did that the whole bracelet. So if you need to watch that again, just go back and rewatch those first ones as you go. But that is how you are going to finish the bracelet. Continue on with this process, and I'll meet you when you think it's about long enough to fit around your whole wrist. That's when you want to stop. I also want to add that if there's any flowers that are looking kind of weird, the solution is really just to hold your finger on top of them and pull the string. That's usually what's going to fix most problems. So now it's about the length I want. I know that because I measured it on my own wrist. If you're making this for somebody else, sometimes that can be hard knowing how big to make it. Usually what I'll do is I'll drape it over my wrist, and then I'll see on the back if I could reach that last bead with this clipper guy. What is this called? It's not called a clipper boy. Claw? Okay, tell me in the comments because I totally am forgetting what that's called. But this is about my size, so I'm going to finish it off. I feel like my wrists are pretty average for my family at least, so it makes it easy. Okay, there's 2 ways to finish this off. There's the way with this little circle guy, which is more common to have, so I'll do that one first. But then if you don't have a little circle guy, or if you want to try this one and you have these, you can use a little clamper boy as well. And these are, yes, the official titles of these. Not actually, I'm just being silly. But so for this circle boy, we're going to start off by taking the needles off of the thread. And this is where it comes in handy that we have 2 pieces of thread. Just like at the beginning, it made it more handy. You don't have to do 2 pieces of thread, but then you have to figure out a different way to connect the claw and the circle boy. Okay, so what we're doing is we have both of these in our hand. I'm gonna lace one of them through that circle boy, as I've been calling it, and then we're gonna just pull it to the very bottom right next to the beads. So now that I've got that, I'm going to take these 2 strings. Now obviously I made the strings a little bit long. I tell you to make them that long just so that you make sure you have enough string. Once you start getting the hang of the size that it usually takes to make one your size, then you can just make it like that. So I'm gonna move that out of the way though. We're just gonna tie these strings together. So you make an X with them and you pull one of them through. It's just a normal knot. And I know I didn't show it very well, but it's just whatever kind of knot you want. But then you're gonna pull all the way down those strings, and bam, it's tied this circle guy to the actual string. So now I'm going to cut these strings shorter because they're annoying me, because they're too long to work with properly. So that was my bad. I made them too long to start out with, but I'm gonna just cut those because I don't like them. And then I'm going to tie a double knot. So I already tied one knot, and so that's technically a double knot, but I'm just gonna keep tying little knots with this guy so that the knot is really big. I'm doing that just so I can put a dot of super glue on it at the end, and it'll help the circle stay on there. So once you put the super glue and you let it dry, your bracelet is done. So congrats, you've made your bracelet. Once you put the super glue, you can, and it's dried, you can cut the string super closely. With this clip, if you want to use it, you should have string that's probably a little thicker than mine. I don't know how effective it would be on this string. But basically, you would take it, you would put it on some string, and then you would use the tool that I'm holding right there to fold the sides down onto the string. And I'm not going to show you because I don't have the right materials for it, but you'd basically put the string in the middle, and then you would fold them down. So now that the glue is dry, our bracelet is done. There it is, so cutesy. I hope this tutorial helped, and you have a great day. Bye.